What's going on, guys? I'm making 2 videos right now and I forgot to do an intro for the second one, so this is going to be the intro. We got the tank done. It looks amazing. It's actually at this point drying in the booth, so you would have already seen that. It looks so good, but you won't see that in this video. In this video we're going to work on the front end. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking at it right now because you don't know what's going down, but I know what's going down. It looks so good. So enjoy the video. Hit a like if you like this video, and subscribe. And I'm going to keep trying to bring some cool content. I really want to do this front end, so I think I'm going to figure something out to start on the front end. I don't need to take the wheel off. The reason why I haven't done it is because I don't have this tool yet. I ordered it, I don't have it yet. I could rig something up with some nuts and bolts, which I might do, but I don't really need to mess with that right now. I could literally just jack it up and remove these and pull the entire thing out, which I might do. The only issue that I have is I'm not sure how to keep the bike up, because I can jack it up from under here, but all the weight's like over here, like not over there, so the back wheel is gonna lift up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I can strap down the back. I'm not sure. I gotta figure something out. So that went actually really well. I got this cool custom triple tree here. It says Godin's Garage on it. Looks really good. A little scuffs and scrapes here just because these are used, but it went in well. I'm glad I bought this the proper lower for this model year forks, which is 2009, and not try to use the old one, because this just ensures that everything fits. It went in there no problem. There's no like wiggle or shake. It's nice and smooth. Now I got these clip-ons that have been waiting for me to put them on, so I'm gonna go ahead and mock these up kind of loose. I made a little small error, nothing big, but the top triple has to come back off because the clip-ons slide on and go under the triple, so I just have to pop that off and do that again real quick. And it's kind of snug in there, so it's gonna be a little bit of pain. So, you know, I don't have this tool yet still, and I want to fit on the wheel to the new forks just to see what needs to be adjusted, see how the spacing is. I put the calipers on. These look like shit, by the way, and these are after I cleaned them. It looks terrible. But, so basically, there's a couple things that could happen here. One, the wheel space, like the little, what am I calling them? Like shims or whatever, they won't line up the rotor with the caliper correctly. That shouldn't be too bad of a fix, but you know, it's always a bitch and a half. The other thing is that this way, that since these 09s have bigger front rotors, it can potentially move out the rotor, and then the pads would only have like half contact on the rotor, which means it need a bigger rotor. Now I didn't look very hard, but I couldn't find anything really detailed that said exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm sure something's gonna happen. So I made this little guy. These are two 22 mil bolts, which fits perfectly inside here. I wanted to weld them together. That would have worked perfectly, but my welder decided not to turn on today, so I super glued them. I'm pretty sure, like 98% sure, this is not gonna work, but what I'm gonna do is torch the shit out of this before I even try to unlock it, and maybe spray some WD-40 in there and just torch a bitch, and then just try to really slowly crank it and see if that will even, if it'll do it. If it'll hold just a little bit enough to crank it off, we're good. Well, I broke it loose, but it was with this. I literally just grabbed it I had to open it up, but I grabbed it like that and it broke loose actually fairly easily. So that's very nice. I can test fit and see what these look like. So actually, let me see if I can zoom in here. The rotors, they're not perfectly center, but they will work, no problem. They spin without touching, so that's super good. The other thing that I knew was gonna happen is the pads, now this pushes the entire brake caliper out. Definitely need some bigger rotors. I'm gonna do a little bit of measuring, but we're gonna definitely order some bigger rotors for the front. We're gonna order new brake pads and steel braided lines, and that should wrap up the front. Look pretty good. That's awesome. That worked really well. I just went online and ordered rotors, pads, and steel braided lines all around for the bike, so that will take care of all the braking. And now I'm gonna mess around with the handlebars a little bit. I got new throttle cables, a new throttle tube, grips. We can go ahead and put that on. I think I'm gonna have to drill a hole for where the kill switch goes. Throw on the front brake lever with the old master, because I have a new brake lever, and the clutch. I have a clutch line and the clutch cable. We can do a lot of stuff right now, actually. Alright, we got this looking pretty good. Got the clutch there. Feels really nice, good position. I might move it over just a hair. I got all this stuff nice and hooked up. Front brake lever, nice Renthal grips. This was having a sticking problem, but I don't know why, but I fixed it. Literally had to run these lines straight down, straight like the shortest way possible, because the bars are so high now that they just don't reach. Now I could adjust these if I want to. I don't know what I'm gonna like. I just sat on it one time. Feels pretty good. Yeah, I'm very, very content with that. It looks really, really cool. So like I said, I'm waiting on the rotors now, the braided brake lines. I ordered a reservoir, and in here this plate actually comes up, and the reservoir will sit right inside of here, and it just holds it, which is pretty cool. And then there'll be a little tube that goes to here, and we'll be looking pretty fresh.
2,000 years later.
Alright, it took a while, but I got the wheels back from powder coat, and I got the bigger rotors. So we're gonna mount some tires and try to fit this whole front end up. Here's the fronts, just got them black. Normal black, same old tire, but it was brand new, so we're gonna reuse that. Got new valve stems, new bearings, and new rotors, so let's put them together. Alright, the tire's on. this doesn't make sense to me the way it goes, but the arrows point that it goes this way, even though I think it should be flipped, but whatever. Follow what the tire says. It's on. Only chipped a little bit of the powder, and I think the bearings are on correctly, but we'll see. These are the new, bigger rotors for the front. I hope they work good. They seem pretty thick. Let's see. We'll see. We'll put them on. We'll see. So I did a bunch of work on the bike yesterday. But I had some friends over, and it's hard to film with friends here because, you know, people are talking and whatnot. They're playing music, shit, watching, whatever. So I just did some time-lapse stuff. I got the wheels back from powder coat. They look awesome. I already scratched them up a little bit, putting the tires on. I put the tires on, put the bearings in them. I think that's all correct. I put the front wheel on with the new rotors, and it fits great. I did a little bit of testing with some washers to see if I can push the brake rotors out. It seems like it just pushes it out equally to the other side with the washers, so I'm just gonna take the washers off because I'd rather not have washers. I guess I'll do that now and throw in the new brake pads in the front, so then all I have to worry about is the brake lines when they come in. And then I guess I'll throw the rear wheel on and do the sprockets and stuff. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, because there's no weight in the back, I already mentioned this before, because there's no weight in the back, it's fucking hard to take off the front wheel. So I'm gonna just do the back first and do the sprockets and shit and put that on. I don't have the handbrake bracket yet, so not gonna, I mean, it's gonna have to come off at some point again, but whatever. Shit, oh yeah, these two. These are my buddy Chucky's old fairings with flames on them, and I got black I actually got all my black fairings, and I gave them to Chucky because he ordered the same ones, and my bike's not ready yet, so I let him put those on. But I got these on, and I think this with all black everything else, I think it'd be pretty cool to run it like that. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm gonna have a full set of black anyways, but I think it'd be fun to run these for a little bit. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know, with all black. It's a little subtle, some flames on there. I think it's pretty cool. And then, you know, if I hate it, I'll just go back to the normal black ones. Okay, so here we go. We've got 520 chain conversion, so it's a bit smaller, a bit lighter. I think the stock was like 530 or 535 or some shit like that. I don't know. This is a 55-2 sprocket chain, obviously, and then just a stock size. I think it's a 15 in the front. Yes, it's 15. And we're just gonna go ahead and put these on. This is just the new rotor for the rear. It's the same stock size, just new. And we got our axle right there, so let's throw it on. So I got the chain and the sprockets on. I kind of fucked up a couple things, but I'll order some new. The master link I over riveted, or I over tightened the rivets, so that's like, I mean, it's probably gonna be okay, but I don't want probably gonna be okay. I want gonna be okay. So I'm gonna order a new master link for that. And then this nut right here, it got stuck in the socket and I couldn't get it out, and then it like kind of stripped itself on the inside. I mean, it's tight on there, it's not going anywhere, but I'm gonna order another one of those just in case, you know, just in case. I don't want it to fall off while I'm riding. That'd be sucky balls. But it looks good. I still don't have the dual caliper bracket for the handbrake, but I got the new pads and rotor on there, so be fine. The rear brake still doesn't work. Still waiting for brake lines. This is the old one, but it never worked in the first place, so that just doesn't work. No point in fixing it right now because I'm gonna just have to re-bleed it when the new brake lines come in soon. I also got this Stunt exhaust, which is cool. It's just like a little can. It's cool, it sounds good. See if the bike will start right now. Sounds pretty good to me. I mean, I like it. It sounds like it's running really nice now. Yeah, I mean, I think the only other thing I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna film it. I'm just gonna take the washers off the front brake rotors, and I'll show you what it looks like and the difference in the clearances. So you can see, kinda, how close it is. I don't know how well this is gonna pick this up. You can see how close the rotor is on the inside right here. This is on that side, and then it's obviously the same on this side, but it's flipped, so it's not centered. So if they're both gonna be on either side, I'd rather run it without the washers. Just feel like that's obviously the right thing to do. These rotors look bad, but I just put the new pads in it, so I'll go ahead and throw the calipers on now. Alright, I got everything back on. I don't know what I was looking at before, but these quite literally fit perfectly. They're perfect, dead center. I don't know why I put the washers on. It just looked weird before, but that's it. Now I just need the brake lines, and then we're chilling. So something cool about this Triple Tree, besides it saying my name, is that this plate comes off, and if you get these special little brake fluid reservoirs, they sit in there and they hide them. So I'm just gonna put one of them in right now. So there we go. Cleans up the handlebars a lot. I put the other one in there too for when the handbrake comes, even though the handbrake that I got doesn't have an external mat or external reservoir. It's all together, but I might upgrade later, so I just got another one. Might upgrade right now, who fucking knows. See if I hate it or if it even fits with the clutch, I don't know. Alright, that's about all I can do right now until the brake lines come in and until I get the other plastics. So I'll end out the video here. It's probably going to be a long one, but if you liked it, give me a nice little thumbs up there. And I'm gonna keep making videos. Once the bike's done, I'm just gonna be a lot of, I guess, progression or something. I had to figure out how I'm gonna do that, but I do want to document this. It's fun to watch back later, in my opinion. But hopefully next week be another video. I get my brake lines, and we'll get it going. Peace.
Why they wanna be me? It's not what it seems. Running to the bank, putting wet on my Achilles. We been thumbing blue faces like they Washingtons. On a run from MIA up to Washington.